On one of the busiest streets in New York City, Chief Sarah Bennett was walking quietly through the crowd in plain clothes, simple jeans and a jacket, looking no different from any ordinary citizen. As she moved through the busy street, her attention was suddenly drawn to a disturbing scene. A police officer, Officer Mike, along with several other officers, was aggressively harassing an elderly fruit vendor, Mrs. Higgins, and her young daughter. Without mercy, they overturned their small fruit cart. Fresh fruits rolled across the dirty pavement. The elderly woman folded her hands desperately and pleaded through tears, "Sir, please don't do this. This small stall is our only source of income. It is the only reason my daughter and I can afford even 2 meals a day." But Officer Mike showed no compassion. His face hardened with cruelty. "There's no permit for this stall. And if I ever see either of you selling fruit here again, I'll throw both of you in jail." After delivering his threat, the officers climbed onto their patrol bikes and drove away as if nothing had happened. Chief Sarah stood frozen for a moment. Her jaw tightened. Anger burned in her eyes, but she did not reveal herself. Instead, she calmly approached the devastated mother and daughter. Mrs. Higgins sat helplessly on the roadside, tears streaming down her wrinkled face. Her daughter, trembling with fear, tried to help her stand. Sarah bent down and asked softly, "Ma'am, what happened? Why were those officers treating you this way?" But the old woman, exhausted and broken, snapped bitterly, "Go away. What difference will it make if you know? What can you possibly do?" Sarah remained gentle. "I truly want to help you. Please tell me why they treated you like that." The old woman's voice shook. "Why are you mocking our poverty, child? If powerful officers couldn't help us, how can you? This is the fate God has written for us. Please, just leave." For a moment, Sarah wanted to reveal who she really was, but after thinking carefully, she chose silence. She turned and walked away. Later that same day, the mother and daughter still sat beside their shattered stall. The mother quietly wiped away tears. Her daughter silently gathered the bruised fruits from the road. At that moment, a young man named John approached them. "Ma'am," he said kindly, "I heard a new police chief has arrived in the city, Chief Sarah Bennett. People say she's strict but fair. She truly helps ordinary people. If you go to her office, maybe she'll help you." Mrs. Higgins gave a tired laugh. "My son, I've seen many officers. None of them listen to people like us." John shook his head. "This one is different. They say she lives simply, just like us. She walks among ordinary people without anyone recognizing her. Meet her once, and you'll understand." The mother and daughter looked at one another. For the first time in days, hope appeared. The next day, both women nervously arrived at police headquarters. Fear covered their faces. Their eyes were swollen from crying. Then they entered Chief Sarah Bennett's office and froze. Their bodies nearly collapsed in shock. Sitting behind the desk, dressed in a dark blue official uniform, was the same young woman they had dismissed the day before, Chief Sarah Bennett. Her expression was calm. Her eyes were powerful. She gestured kindly. "Please, sit down." The women sat, still speechless. Sarah looked at them and said, "I witnessed the injustice done to you yesterday with my own eyes. It deeply troubled me." Mrs. Higgins burst into tears. "Forgive me, ma'am. I didn't recognize you. You tried to help us, and in my pain, I spoke rudely." Sarah smiled gently. "Please don't say that. Think of me as your daughter." Those words broke the old woman's heart. She began revealing everything. "Officer Mike comes to our stall almost every day. He takes fruit without paying. Whenever we protest, he threatens us with jailing." She paused, struggling to speak. Then she whispered, "He said, if I wanted him to pay for the fruit, I should send my daughter to him for one night." Sarah's face changed entirely. Her eyes burned red with fury. She asked sharply, "Why didn't you file a report?" Mrs. Higgins answered through tears, "We tried. The desk sergeant pushed us out of the station. He said if we came back, he'd jail both of us. Somehow Mike learned about our complaint, so he returned with officers, destroyed our cart, and beat us." Sarah stood, her voice turned cold. "I promise you, what I do next has never been done before." Then she said, "Go home. Tomorrow, meet me downtown." The next morning, Sarah disguised herself. No badge, no makeup, only a hoodie and jeans. She arrived at the fruit stall and told the women, "Both of you go home. Today, I will sell the fruit." Mrs. Higgins was shocked. "But ma'am, why would you do that?" Sarah answered firmly, "Because today, I need to expose the criminals hiding behind police uniforms." Reluctantly, the mother and daughter left. Sarah stood behind the fruit cart. Minutes later, Officer Mike arrived on his police motorcycle. He stopped and stared. "Where's the old woman and her daughter? Who are you?" Sarah replied calmly, "I'm their relative. I'm helping today." Mike smirked. "Oh, really? You're much prettier than they are." His eyes shamelessly scanned her. "Give me apples and grapes." Sarah packed the fruit and handed it to him. As he prepared to leave, Sarah spoke. "Wait, you haven't paid." Mike turned slowly. "What?" "The fruit. Pay it." His face darkened. "I take it for free every day. Ask them. They never complain." Sarah stepped forward. "We pay money to buy these fruits. If we don't sell them, we don't eat. Men like you steal from poor people and destroy their lives." Mike's ego exploded. "If you want payment," he sneered, "spend one night with me." Before he could finish, slap. Sarah struck him hard across the face. Mike staggered backward. Enraged, he grabbed her collar and slapped her back. "You dare hit me?" He yanked her hair. Sarah winced, but broke free. "You've made a terrible mistake. You attacked a woman. You will pay for this." Mike laughed arrogantly. "You're just a street vendor's daughter. I'm the law here." Then he rode away. Sarah stood still. Her body trembled, not from fear, but from rage. Later, she handed the stall back to the owner and quietly left. She changed into ordinary clothes again, a yellow shirt and trousers, and walked into the precinct like a normal citizen. At the front desk, she said, "I want to file a complaint against Officer Mike and Captain Anderson." The desk officer told her to wait. Soon, Captain Anderson entered. He looked at her dismissively. "What do you want?" "I want to file a report." "Ha! Did you bring money?" Sarah stared. "What money?" "It costs $200 to $300 to file reports here." Sarah asked, "Are you demanding a bribe?" He smirked. "Call it a donation." Sarah pulled out $100. "Fine, write it." He accepted it immediately. "Against whom?" "Officer Mike. Sexual harassment, assault, theft." Suddenly, Anderson's confidence vanished. His face turned pale. "Mike is one of our senior officers," he muttered. "Besides, what's wrong if someone gives us free fruit?" At that moment, Sarah understood. The entire system was corrupt, not just one officer, the whole station. She walked out silently, but inside, justice was preparing to strike. The next morning, Chief Sarah Bennett arrived at the precinct in full uniform. She stepped out of a government SUV. Her official security team followed behind her. The entire station froze. Inside stood Officer Mike and Captain Anderson. The moment they saw her, their blood ran cold. Mike whispered, "That woman." Anderson stuttered, "Who are you?" Sarah stepped forward. Her voice was thunder. "Can't you see this uniform? I am Chief Sarah Bennett, and now I know everything. How the poor are threatened, how money is extorted, how innocent people are abused under the name of law." The officers began to tremble. "Show your ID," Anderson muttered weakly. Without speaking, Sarah placed her gold badge and official ID on the table. Anderson's hands shook uncontrollably. He immediately folded his hands. "Forgive me, ma'am. I didn't know." Mike followed. "Please forgive us." Sarah's expression remained emotionless. "No. From this moment, both of you are suspended. You will face criminal charges. You abused power. You shamed this uniform." She turned to her officers. "Arrest them immediately. Launch a full internal affairs investigation." Handcuffs clicked. Mike and Anderson nearly collapsed at her feet. "One last chance," Anderson begged. "We will change," Mike cried. Sarah looked at them coldly. "You will not receive forgiveness. You will receive justice. If you've truly changed, prove it in court. The law applies equally to everyone." Her words echoed through every corner of the station. Then she faced the entire department. This uniform was never created to scare people. It exists to inspire trust. If the person wearing it cannot respect others, then this uniform deserves no respect either. She walked out. Silence filled the station.